Ironic blessing. And it talks about the Hebrew of it would tell us that God set a place to make us whole. This was my place. When my sister saw an ad in the paper, and she came in, and I was in the most devastating time of my life, totally shattered. And I can't explain it, but there I was. And she came in and said to me, you can have a seat. You have a seat, this is my house. You can have a seat. She said, can you be evangelical? Because where I was in my life, I said, Lord, I'm done with worship. It was too hard. Word administration, and it was just too much. And she says, can you be evangelical? And I said I could be anything at this point. But I was afraid, because I didn't want to be hurt again. And so she made a comment that she said, my sister's also my pastor, by the way. And she said, I believe this is conducive to your healing. And that's why I stepped out of this. Because I came in and I didn't know the Lutheran process. Let me go back. So I was in the midst of this group that Sharon was in at one time. And she shared about how her boss, her pastor, allowed her to have grieving time. Because she was going through a divorce at the time. And I remember sitting there saying, wow, God, why can't I have somebody like that? This is before my sister was my pastor. She was just my sister then. So, and I was like, man, and then my sister brought that, and I saw the ad, and the ad was talking my language, people. I have to tell you, I won't ever do this again. I didn't understand spirit and connected with Lutheran. That was my history. But there were too many cool words in there that were fitting with me, so I took a shot because I thought it was a God thing. And then I come into the office, and who is sitting there but Sharon? And I had, what? I'm going to meet the man that she was talking about, and I said, Lord, why can't I have that? And I walk in, Donna had come to the second meeting, but you were not in the first original meeting. And because Donna was instrumental talking to the council and all that stuff to get me here, and I appreciate that. But it was Dr. Carlenda, because I know what state I was in. And he tells the story that I interviewed him. I will go with that, because he was the first person that I had to deal with any kind of pastoral authority coming off of not being treated well. And so I was like, what did you say, Dr. Hadley? Was it safe? That's all I cared about. Was this a safe place? Man, I've never been in a Lutheran service or anything. So I didn't know. So that's all it was. I didn't know the whole thing. So we talked, and I don't remember everything, but I knew that he said he would protect me. And he's kept his word. Because there have been times that I had a few arrows come my way, but he took them. And I want to take this time to honor him. To honor that for all those years of working under, happened to be male pastors. That's all I knew at the time, actually. The insecurity that they had, and they saw me as a threat. I always wanted just to work with people that trusted the God in me. And I can take this off my bucket list because I've experienced that for 9.5 years. Somebody says, well, would you lose time? No, it's 9.5 years because I could work with him. Now, then sometimes Dr. Hadley, I had to grow when you would change the service up on me when I worked. I did say something about that. But that's minor. Minor. That was minor. So I just want you to know the gift. He's a gift. And a set time that God used her to bring incredible healing in my life. Incredible healing in my life. Give it up for Dr. Hyde. Then he brings me in to these beautiful people that you see here. Some of them aren't the originals. Well, Donna and Todd are originals. You're the originals here. Bob's not here. Right. And my attitude was, okay, Lord, I'm here, but I really don't want to do worship. I was so shattered, but they loved me. You loved me. I didn't know the love of God until I came here. That whole greeting thing that y'all do, well, we do that in our church now, but that greeting, genuine greeting thing, that you actually like each other, I saw the love of Jesus here. That's so precious. And I want to thank you for loving me back to health. So when we do so taste and see, oh my goodness, I'm not that shattered person anymore. I am not. Matter of fact, it's kind of scary where my thoughts are going these days. Like, what can I do? But you guys gave me, I've worked with several worship teams. But what I loved about this, you guys, was your openness to grow. Now, see, it's a little challenge, you know. If somebody comes in like me, I'm like a charismatic, Holy Ghost type of person, whatever, you know. Those crazy people, you know. But you come into a more sedate atmosphere. And I had to wait for openings. I never pushed you guys, believe it or not. Somebody would say something like a scripture read, like, lift up hands. I say, God, does the Bible say we can lift up hands? There's my opening. And that's how we did it over the last 9.5 years. It's supposed to be 3. But you guys, I've watched you blossom. And I want to say something, nothing against the congregation, but God was like sharing some things with me today. I've never been sent for a congregation. You just reap the benefits. I've always been sent for a worship team. Because you're ministers, and a lot of times ministers are not ministered to. So I know what I've done now all through every place. But you guys reap the benefit. I've never seen that. That's new. Where the congregation benefited as well. So I'm feeling like, this is, it's good. It's all good. And I know some of you are like, well, man, that was really fast that you made a decision. Well, it was to you, but it wasn't necessarily to God kindly. Or my worship team. Because I've been saying it for about a year. I've thrown out hints. I just went with it then. And technically you're supposed to give like 2 weeks. I gave 3.5. So I've always given more than what is expected. So I don't feel bad. I know you're well prepared in the sense of, you'll know how to worship. I don't care what song you sing. You know how to worship. It was always there. It was always there. And I'm honored and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. You see, I'm amazing. Thank you for the beautiful flowers. Thank you for the kind words. Thanks for allowing us to go into your lives. That doesn't have to stop, but thank you for allowing us into your lives. Thank you for loving all my son, particularly those drug addicts that just carry him along. I appreciate that.
Carlenda, thank you. It's been totally mutual. You have brought so much to this service, at least in my opinion. I've heard other people say, oh my gosh, we've all grown so much. You have brought so much to us. And your sister was that messenger from God that great. Somehow it was meant to be.
Oh, yes.
And some other Pastor Hartley's retiring, some of us are getting ready to move away, but it's going to reform. I mean, and it is, God will always be here.
It's all about the heart. Always focus him. He knows what he's doing. And so I would have never thought. I don't think God, I've tried that. I don't know what else has done that. If he chose this place, I would never come here on my own. It's important to listen to where he wants you to go, because he has a beautiful plan. And I've learned about the love of God. I've learned about the grace of God here. People. Hey, so that's like mutual how we've grown, sharing what we've shared. It's been wonderful. That's the way the body of Christ is supposed to work. That's how I see it. So you know my number, you know how to get me, so don't act like it's the end. Because we live near each other. I'm good with that. I will show up again. Okay? So I think I'm good. Did I was loving on you enough? Did I cover you? You're good? I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. You got your little instrument, Kathy? Let me start here. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good to me. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. What he's done, you have heard my warning into dancing. Put off my rest and clothe me with gladness, and I will rise and I will pray. I'll sing and not be silent. Here we go. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, taste and see.